have officially been making videos on Charlie Marie TV for 6 whole years. That's a long time. I normally make a wrap-up video kind of reflecting on my past year on YouTube around the time of the anniversary of when I first started posting videos, which is around the start of October. This year, I am running a little behind schedule. And so I thought I would turn this YouTube anniversary video into more of a reflection on 2019, as well as my past year on YouTube. This year feels like it's been a bit of a whirlwind. After 5 years of creating content very consistently, I didn't miss a single week of publishing a video in my first 5 years of making content here on YouTube. I decided to take a break in December, give myself some time off, a few weeks of not creating content, not worrying about it, just to hang out with my family instead. And honestly, ever since then, I have struggled to get back into posting consistently. I think that's because consistency is a habit that you can form by working on things, by working at it, by actually doing the thing that you want to be consistent at. So as soon as you stop, you tend to lose the habit, and it can be hard to get back if you're not really purposeful with it. And honestly, I wasn't very purposeful with trying to get back into it. This year, I think I didn't make YouTube a priority, and I feel kind of guilty saying that because I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. I appreciate you subscribing and supporting me. And I don't want you to feel like I'm saying you're not important. It's just that a lot of life happened this year. A few main things. Firstly, I moved countries. If you didn't know, if you missed my I moved countries video, I'll leave a link to that on a card. You can go watch that. I live in Spain now, moved over from London. That was a huge life change. Not only the process of organizing the move itself, even though it's within Europe, it was still a lot of work to figure out all the logistics of that, be flight hunting in a different country and all of that stuff. It was also a big mental challenge, I guess, to be living in a new place, especially living in a country where I don't speak the language. That's been harder to get used to than I thought it would be. So yeah, I've focused on trying to stay calm and just live with as little overwhelm as possible through this move. And that meant YouTube kind of really had to take a back seat, especially because I want to focus on my career as well. I always want to make sure my design career comes before YouTube. I know that's different to a lot of other content creators you might watch, because usually when someone's channel gets big, that's when they do YouTube full time and it becomes, content creation becomes their career. It's not for me. That's not what I'm interested in doing. I like working full time as a designer, and I've heard from a lot of you that that's what you like about my channel as well. Being a designer full time, I feel like it makes my content better, but it also means that I can't produce as much of that content as I'd like because I have to put the full-time design work first. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Still though, I managed to make 36 videos in the past year on YouTube. And I feel like with every video I've made this year, I've been kind of trying to refine the direction that I want my channel to go in going forward. I want to make sure I'm making videos that I'm really excited about and that I love making and that share things that I feel like I really want to teach you. And I found that my favorite way to teach and to share on YouTube is being through sharing my work. So my wireframing and planning process video that I made a few months ago has probably been my favorite of the ones that I've produced this year. I walked you through the start of a real life project that I've been working on, and that's actually, I think, launching today, the final one. So stay tuned, there will be some more videos in that series as I show you the rest of that project. But yeah, that was a really fun one for me to film, to show you my real life work and to walk you through my process of it. And I was really excited when it got good feedback as well, because it's cool that what I like making lines up with what you like watching, I've loved doing vlogs as well, especially ones where I'm traveling to an event, like my vlog of How Design Live, for example, was a conference that I spoke at this year. That was super fun. And I love that I vlogged it because then I get to watch it back and kind of relive that experience. In the past year, my channel has grown about 32,000 subscribers. I'm at 146,000 right now, which is super exciting. I would say, even though that's a huge number, this has been a slower year of growth for me in terms of the percentage increase, I suppose. But I'm okay with that. I think that we are going to reach a critical mass with this channel where there's a limited number of people in the world who are design nerdy enough to want to watch a video about my life as a designer, about my work as a designer, and all that sort of thing. But it's really exciting to me every time someone new subscribes to my channels, every time someone new comments on a video and tells me that they're excited to have found it, because, you know, it's just what they were looking for, someone who's living life as a designer. And I'm like, yes, there's more of us out there still. Hearing more of your stories is something that I've loved doing this year and that I want to do more of in the coming year. In my 2019 goals video, I talked about the fact that I am starting to work on a book, which is really exciting. I very optimistically said I was going to end this year with a proposal written and a couple of chapters. That hasn't happened, let me tell you that. But I've been really enjoying this process of like research and writing to figure out what this book should be. And as part of that, I want to talk to a lot more of you. I want to hear about where you're at in your careers and what you're dealing with. If you've met me at a conference in the past year, I probably asked you questions along a similar line to that, because that's like what I want to learn and figure out, so I can make sure that this book is going to be really useful for designers in helping them with their career. I feel like this year, through this book project especially, I've fallen back in love with writing. I kept a blog a couple of years ago, but the kind of stuff I was writing about, I don't know, I wouldn't say I was super passionate about it. I more was writing because I wanted to be a blogger, and I liked that like blogger world. Whereas this year I've really enjoyed getting into trying to express myself through the written word and get ideas across and just kind of build up a writing habit, I suppose. And I'm really, really proud of a lot of the blog posts that I've written. So if you haven't seen my blog, then it's on screen, it's linked in the description. Go have a read, because yeah, I really like those blog posts, and it's been good practice for me and helped me to figure out like the direction for the book. So yeah, the book as well will be a focus for next year too. It's like a long ongoing project that I'm enjoying having, and it's not something that I want to rush and get out there quickly as an ebook, that sort of thing. I want to take my time with it and produce it as like a huge like milestone in my career, if that makes sense. Like I already mentioned, I spoke at How Design Live this year, which was really cool. I also did another workshop. My other piece of public speaking was a workshop at Craft and Commerce, the conference that we put on at ConvertKit, and I did it on design for bloggers. That was really cool. Previously, my public speaking had tended to trend more towards speaking about YouTube, because that's, I guess, what I was known for. So I'm really proud to have been invited to speak at events about design, and that's definitely something that I want to do more of in the coming year. I've got a couple of conferences in mind that I'm going to pitch to, but if you have like a local design conference that you would like me to speak at, please like reach out to the organizers and send them my way, because I'm really open to hearing about new opportunities, and that would be really cool. What else happened on the channel this year? I didn't film as many collaborations as I would have liked to. I don't know why. I think it was because I felt like I had limited time with the special people in my life, friends, when I was traveling to them, and I didn't want to prioritize sitting down to film a video. I wanted to prioritize like hanging out with them instead. So that again comes from that kind of shift in priorities I made this year on YouTube, where I wanted to make the rest of my life, make sure that was taking like a higher priority. How many times can I say priority in this sentence? You know what I mean. You've probably noticed the powered by Webflow in my intros. Well, that's another exciting thing that happened this year, is that my relationship with Webflow, who are a visual website building software company, that has deepened over the past year. I got to visit their offices at the start of the year and filmed a video there. Got to film a video with their brand design lead, Ryan, which I loved. I loved that conversation. So if you haven't watched that, again, I'll link it on a card. And yeah, they are now a channel sponsor. So it's not like they're sponsoring a certain video where I'm just going to talk to you about Webflow and show you this one certain feature. They're just supporting my channel, which is really cool. And it's meant that I can ignore all other sponsor emails in my inbox, because I know that I have Webflow supporting me. So thank you, Webflow. I've absolutely loved working with the team there. And if you haven't checked Webflow out, there is always going to be a link in the description with a discount code for you. Work has gone really well this year. Putting that focus on my career has definitely paid off. I got a promotion, which is exciting, and there's might be some more exciting changes coming very soon next year. So that's really cool. I'm really happy with where I'm at. I love the work I'm doing, and I want to make sure I'm getting to a stage where I can share more of it with you. Like I said, my favorite video that I made was that one where I just like walked you through my process of a project. So I want to do more of that. I want to share more of the work, more of the stuff that I'm creating. my like overarching goal and theme for the year in 2019 was balance. I wanted to strive for less overwhelm, and I think I achieved that. I think I achieved less overwhelm, but I don't think I achieved total balance. But I don't know if I ever will. I think there's always going to be something I'm striving for and never quite there, you know, but as long as I'm focusing on it and aiming for that, I think that's healthy. So in 2020, that's probably going to be my same goal again, to be honest, is balance. I like building better habits, staying balanced with my life, making sure I'm putting time into important relationships, into my career, as well as my side projects, and just always checking in with myself and making sure I'm spending time on the right things. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about my 6th year on YouTube and about 2019. It's been a mess of a year, but it's been a wonderful mess. Thank you for sticking with me throughout all of this lack of consistency and like, I don't know, turmoil that I feel like my online content creation life has been over the past year. I really appreciate you still being here and you still being interested enough in me to click play on this video. It means a heck of a lot, so thank you. I hope that 2019 was a good year for you, and if it wasn't, then I hope 2020 is going to be better and that I can help you in a small way to make it a better year. So let me know how I can do that. Leave a comment down below and tell me what content you'd want to see from me in the next year, and I will attempt to make that happen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being you. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.